Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2024. Well, actually this video is probably going to be posted later, so it's probably been 2024 for a while, but this is the first video that I'm filming in this year. Last year, mid-December, I finally graduated from graduate school, and I know some of you that have been watching my psychology Pepperdine videos have been kind of following along this journey, so I wanted to film an update video and talk about graduating and future plans and all of that. So let's get into the video. So as I said, I graduated from Pepperdine a few weeks ago. It was like December 13th was my last day of school, I believe. And I got my master's in clinical psychology. And I didn't really have like a graduation because I went to an online program, and I think there is like a graduation ceremony in April, but I probably won't go because that's far away, it costs money, and I just like don't really feel the need to sit through a bunch of people's names being called. Plus, I didn't really have an undergrad graduation either because I graduated undergrad during COVID, and I didn't really feel like I missed out on much, so I probably won't go to this graduation. But about a week after my last class, I got an email saying that I officially graduated, and I hope I'll get my diploma soon. They said like it takes 2 to 4 weeks for everything to be updated like on your transcript, and then it can take up to like 2 months or something like that to get the diploma in the mail. So we'll see, but it does feel good to be done with school. I've been in school since I was, like 4 or 5 years old because I never took a gap year. Like the most break I've ever had is like the summer, and it's kind of like the mindset of like you're going back to school. So it's been really weird these few weeks of just not having that. In the past, before I did my master's, I did think about going for PsyD, which is like Doctor of Psychology, but after doing this master's program, I'm so glad I didn't, and I don't think that I'll go back in the future. And there's kind of like 3 main reasons why I decided that's not something that I want to do. One just being that education is very expensive, and I just don't really want to pay thousands of dollars more to get that. Another thing is I'm not actually a big fan of school. I love learning and like reading books and doing my own research on things, but as far as like the structured format of like how school is done, I just am not a fan. In my grad program, there's probably a total of like 3 classes that I felt were necessary for me to take. All of the other ones were just like very repetitive, things that either weren't necessary for the degree, or I guess more so things that I would just never use in the future. I feel like the majority of my master's program was just trying to prepare me for the licensure exams, but pretty much everything that I've learned, I would say the majority of it has been like actually working in the field versus the actual schooling part of it. So yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of the traditional schooling. I feel like my friends and family are shocked that I went to school as long as I did. And the last reason is because I am not as sure that I want to solely do therapy for the rest of my life. So, and while the Doctor of Psychology could benefit me in other ways, it's just, I don't know, there might be something else that I want to dedicate my time to. I have accepted a full-time position. It is at the same company in which I did my practicum internship at. I briefly talked about how the company focuses on youth, but we also do see like adults as well, but mainly surrounding like traumatic experiences, traumatic situations. The title for the job that I accepted is actually a volunteer coordinator. The company partners with a camp, and this camp helps children and teens deal with homicide-related trauma. I volunteered at this camp during my internship and just thought that it was a very moving experience and something that I definitely wanted to be more a part of. So this position will mainly be kind of coordinating this whole camp and dealing with like the volunteers and recruiting, kind of just spreading the word about what this is and how we can help. However, I will still be doing therapy. I'll be seeing clients who go to this camp. So this camp is only like a once a year weekend thing, but throughout the year I'll be like seeing the clients in like a therapy setting. They also run like weekly 1-hour group therapies, which I'll be conducting. I've never actually run group therapy before. We did like a mock group therapy activity in one of our classes a long time ago where we all had to run it. But other than that, this would be my first time doing that, so that should be interesting to figure out. But I am excited to start this position. It is nice for me because I'll have a mixture of doing like therapy, person-to-person interaction, but then also be able to do kind of more of like the back end side of things and like coordinating, which is one of my strengths as well. Also, if you've watched any of my previous videos, I did mention that the location of the company is pretty far. It's like a far travel distance from where I live. So because this position is going to be a lot of like more so administrative computer work, a lot of that I can do from home, so hopefully you won't have to travel as much. This all happened so fast after I graduated, and then the company closed for Christmas break and all of that, so I haven't really quite figured out all of the logistics of it. I will definitely film like an update video once I get more into the job, talking about what it's like. But for now, my plan is to spend like a month or so getting kind of settled in to this job and then start studying for the first licensure exam. It's a little bit different in every state, but for Illinois, I have to take, once you graduate, you take one exam, and if you pass that, you become like a licensed professional counselor. And then after you get that, you have to do 3,000 supervised hours, and then pass another test in which you can then be independently licensed. Even though I'm not sure if I want to do therapy forever, that is something that I'm still gonna pursue, because with having that license, there's also like a lot of other things you can do. You can become a supervisor, you can also do like consulting, and it would just be nice to kind of like work for myself, be able to like see the clients that I wanted to, create my own hours, stuff like that. So that is still the goal. But graduating and figuring out like loan payments and starting this new job, everything has been so overwhelming. So I just kind of wanted at least a month to get like settled in and figure out what it is that I'm doing before we jump into that. But yeah, thank you for those of you who've watched these videos and followed along with me and continue to follow along on what this journey in psychology has been like for me. I will hopefully continue to film videos about the job and licensure exam process and stuff like that. And if you guys have any questions in the meantime about the program, graduating, what any of that is like, please put them in the comments below. In the description box is also my Instagram, so you can DM me with questions as well. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see future videos, please hit that subscribe button below. And I hope you're enjoying your 2024 year, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.